Hey, okay, part three. Thanks for bearing with me. I'm going to try to make this real quick, but this is a lot of people have been wanting to learn more about breakout rooms. I did this last night with some friends, and it turns out that it's not as easy and not as intuitive as I thought it would be. I thought it was intuitive, but even me, when I tried to do it, it was doing some things that I didn't expect. So let's go over some of those buttons. So I've got myself here, I've got my notebook computer over here, and notebook guy, who is Jose Domingo Cruz, he's a participant. I'm the admin, Jose Cruz, and that's the main camera here. And I'm thinking, okay, so I got 30 kids in this class. I can see them all here in gallery view, and everybody's ready to practice that structure that we just did in small groups. So everybody, I'm going to put you into 10 groups of 3, 8 groups of 2, whatever you choose. And that's where the breakout room comes in. So you can put everybody into their own little mini conversations. What will happen is this. With the breakout room, you can control the number of participants per room, and of course the number of rooms. You can control, let me go back to speaker view here. You can control the amount of time that they're in. You can also, of course, preempt that time and close the breakout rooms anytime that you want. So let's take a look at how that works. So I'm the admin, and I'm the only person who can do a breakout room. If for some reason you wanted to give somebody that power, you would have to make them admin. I don't suggest that. I thought you do it yourself. Okay, so breakout rooms is this button right here. And, oh, by the way, record, I'm thinking of that as another video topic in a couple of days or so. Or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Breakout rooms. Click that. And you'll get this window. And now there's only one other participant in here, so I can't change the number of participants in rooms. But you could make it, 10 rooms, and you could assign X number of participants per. You can change all of that when you've got more participants. And I don't have as many participants right now. Let me just change this over here. Okay, now you can see me. All right. Now, you got two choices here, automatically or manually. If you do this automatically, okay, you choose the number of rooms. That you must choose. You choose the number of rooms, and you choose automatically, and you hit this button, Create Breakout Rooms. The software will throw everybody into random rooms. That might work. I don't know. It depends on you. But if you wanted to specifically tell Jiro and Taro to go together for whatever reason, maybe because they were together last time and you wanted them to see if they could work together on this, or you don't want them, you want somebody else, you can assign people specifically. That's the manual setting. So you click manually and create breakout rooms. And this is where you do all of these manual settings. And you don't see any names, but you see the breakout room 1, which you can rename. And I can say this is what? Let's call this the new room. Or, I don't know, because I'm using my Google email address, I'm going to call it the Google room. Okay, or whatever you want. Yes, there, Google appears. Now, assign. This is where people get confused because they go, well, how do I get people into that room? You have to click that assign button, and then you'll see the participants list. The participants list will show all of the available participants, and you click that name and you put them in there. Now, I don't know what will happen if you've got a whole bunch of other participants. That's why I suggest you do this with at least 3 or 4 more people, with at least 2 rooms or so. See how you move them, switch them. What if you change your mind? I don't want them in that room. I want to put them in this room. I don't know how to do that right now. But this will, because I don't have any more participants. And people are kind of wary about, like I say, oh, I want to videotape this. Oh, no, I don't want to be on video. And shy English teachers. So I suggest that you do this with a bunch of English teacher friends. Everybody gets together and you all practice doing breakout rooms. It takes practice. Trust me. One thing you don't want to do when you're in front of your students is you don't want to, I'm just going to close this just for a second. I don't want you making this face. This is you when you're trying to figure out something at the same time your students are watching you. Where was that? Sorry, everybody. I'm just trying to... No, that's not it. What is that doing then? Okay, you do not want to make that face. You want to practice everything so that you, just like you're very careful, where you're in front of everybody, you don't want to look dazed and confused. You want to be sure. And especially in a computer environment, it is really, really confusing. If you're naturally a technophobe, you don't like computers, you're going to be prone to doing that because all of these buttons are going to be very, very intimidating. Practice these buttons. Practice making breakout rooms. Let's go back to breakout rooms. Okay, so I assigned Jose Domingo Cruz to the Google room, and I can, under options, choose how much time I give them in the breakout room. I can change it from 1 minute to 3 minutes, 10 minutes. You have all of these options here. I think these options are good. Notify me when the time is up, because maybe you're in your own breakout room with a couple of students, and you have to be notified. Oh my God, we're almost out of time, so I got to get back to the admin room. All of these things. You can set a countdown timer. That countdown timer will appear when the breakout room time is finished. You're told, hey, 10 seconds breakout room time is finished. So you've got to end the breakout rooms. And when you physically click to end the breakout rooms, and you've got to physically do that, or else they're just going to continue whether time is up or not, they'll get a countdown timer that says you will be booted back into the conference room in 10, 9, 8. So that's what that countdown timer does. And you'll see it over here on my notebook computer. So we've got that set, and we open all rooms. Now, watch over here on my notebook what happens when I click open all rooms. Okay. First of all, over here on admin, I can close all rooms over here. And keep that button in mind, but I'm going to close that window. Now, over here on the notebook computer, it says go join your room. So you have to tell the students, okay, remember, click that blue button that says join all rooms. So now you're joining breakout rooms. This will take about 5 seconds or so. And there's Jose. And he's there alone because he's the only person I put in that room. Okay, so Jose's talking to Jiro and Taro, and I figure, oh my God, I set 10 minutes, but we don't have much time, so I'm going to kill that room. Now be careful. I was confused because I thought end meeting meant ending the breakout rooms. Stupid me. It literally says meeting. I thought breakout rooms. If you want to kill the breakout rooms, you go back to the... Here, let me show you again. As the admin, during breakout room time, go back to the breakout rooms button. There's the breakout room button. Now it's already telling me you've got to, you're out of time. You've got to close them now. So you can close all the rooms now. So you can close them. And then as soon as I closed it, over here, I've got a message that says you're going to be booted off in 3, 2, 1 seconds. And there we are. Returning to main session, take about maybe 3 or 4 seconds, and he's not there yet. Internet connectivity, they've got to come back into the meeting. Okay, so there we are. And he just reappeared. Now, if they're coming in from a breakout room, you don't have to admit them through the waiting room. They're just going to go straight into the main conference room. Okay, those are breakout rooms. I still suggest, though, that you practice this with you and your notebook computer, but especially with friends, because there are things I can't answer. What if you want to move after you've assigned a participant? What if you change your mind, you want to move them into different rooms? I'm going to find that out myself when I do this again with another group. I believe next, I think we set a thing again for Saturday, which is, if you want to join us, Saturday, April, will that be, I guess that'll be April 11th. Saturday, April 11th at 7 p.m. Japan time. If you want to join us, just leave me a message down here in social media or email me again at jose@goldfish365.com. If you have any comments about what I did here, if you have any recommendations how I can make them better, or topics you want me to hit, I would love to be told what topics to hit, because that gives me an opportunity to learn it better myself. My whole philosophy about this is that, sorry, I said philosophy. No, philosophy about this is that the best way to know something is to prepare yourself to train others. And this is part of the reason why I do it. So please, suggestions, feedback, either on the social media where you're watching this right now or at my email. Again, jose@JOSE@GOLDFISH365.com. And just quickly. Okay, so thanks very much. See you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.